ooh, ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a bingo touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain there of 21 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty.
They'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete. On the move past the 40.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Akers again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Right, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On the return is Jones. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. This is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. That'll be caught. It's Cup. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this
with
first
both of these
half
offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
11.
On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready. And the Rams first down. Middle.
A give up the middle to Akers. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On first down, it's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Here's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 31 yards. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. short throw. It's Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Offline, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here we go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Give me radar.
Throwing is Stafford. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them,
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The ball on the 16 for second and 10. On second and 10, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And finally he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here we go. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
11.
Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's 1st and 10.
Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here's 2nd down. Stafford going to change it up here.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Stafford now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Monday.
Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now Stafford.
Going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
On 1, ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
On 2, ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this big,